Well, let's get started, dude. Let's get fucking started. Okay, I'm gonna sit down on my booty real quick. Oh, we'll just take because we're about to start moving a whole bunch and stuff like that. All right, so this is the plan, right? We're gonna do about 15 minutes worth of stretching and stuff like that. We're gonna be doing stretching because we want to, relax your muscles and stuff like that, get them all stretched out and stuff. If you work on the same stretches and you keep consistent with it, you'll eventually be able to be more flexible than you usually are. As well as it's just really good to do any form of stretching before you do any form of bodily anything. If you're about to go on a hike, you want to limber up. You don't want to just hike up a cliff. Imagine what happens if you get a cramp while you're going up a cliff. It's not gonna go well. Imagine if you get a cramp while you're like doing a handstand or something, or doing any type of any form of dancing, right? You're gonna be like, let me go for it. I'm like, oh shit, cramp! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! You don't want that. You don't want that, right?
I had it while swimming. It was horrible.
Yeah, same thing. That's why you usually stretch beforehand. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna start with the floor, and we're gonna kind of work our way up until we get onto our feet. So everybody, get your booty cheeks on the floor. All right.
Floor gang.
What? Both y'all legs.
I want to get my booty on the floor.
Shut up, Hydro. Alright, get your feetsies.
No, fuck you.
Oh my god, Hydro. Get your feetsies out in front of you. You ready for this, Easy? You better get over here and start stretching. Chana, get your booty over here too.
I want injuries.
It doesn't look like it, but I'm touching my toes, okay?
Yeah,
I can't touch my toes.
Alright, so yeah.
I'm actually pretty good at that.
So you're first gonna try to reach for your toesies. If you're not able, okay, so we also need to go over that.
Nobody sees.
I swear to God, Easy. If you're getting to that point where you start to feel some sort of like strain or whatever stuff like that, instead of consistently forcing towards it and feeling more pressure and pain, just pulse a little bit. Don't push yourself all the way towards and stuff like that. Just pulse at whatever easy position you feel more comfortable at. Work on it until you get your muscles relaxed into that stage. You don't want to force yourself into it. If you force yourself, you can end up causing an injury. You don't want to overstretch, right? So just a simple, reaching for your toes, and when you get to that point where you're able to start touching your toes, start to curl your head down, bring your head to your knees and stuff like that. You're going to try to bring your back lower, right? You should feel this in your under portions of your legs, as well as kind of towards your back and somewhat your shoulders, because you're stretching out your shoulders, your back, and your under portions of your legs muscles, right? All right, we're going to come back to center. You're going to take your arms up like this, okay? And we're just going to go over to the side, like you're reaching to the side, right? You should kind of feel this right here on your side, as well as portion of your back and shoulders, because you're reaching over, right? This is a good stretch for your back. Just go as far as you can. Don't push yourself, though. Remember, just pulsate when you get to that point. Okay? And we're going to switch to the other side, same way. Hydro, shut your mouth! I'm gonna boot you out of the world. I swear to God.
Need to put some joke on it.
I hate you right now. It's a serious podcast this time. Okay, return to center. We're gonna take both our arms and we're gonna go across this time. Instead of going over, we're gonna cross. You're gonna reach towards your back. And you're gonna kind of pull a little bit. Don't pressure though, just a little bit. You're kind of looking backwards, kind of feel it. You should kind of feel it in your spine, as well as your mid portion of your back. Kind of feels like it's kind of tightening up a bit, maybe hitting towards your shoulder. Okay, switch to the other side. Same stuff. Hey, good stuff. All right, now we're gonna take our legs in front of us, and we're gonna freaking spread them. Woo! Spread them like that. Oof. Okay.
Oh, I need to turn.
Oh, I kicked my.
I don't have the space.
You see my absolute. All right, see you later, Hydro. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing as we went to reach for our toes in front of us, but this time we're gonna take our elbows and we're gonna try to bring them down in front of us. Kind of closer. You should feel this more. You should feel this more tensioning up in this particular region, kind of towards your crotch and whatever stuff like that. You should feel the tendons kind of around there, kind of pulling up a little bit. It's a different type of stretch, right? Because last time we were working on our back and our undercast, now we're working on our pelvis and stuff, right? So boom, bada bing. Feel that a little bit. All right, come back to center. Take this hand and you're gonna reach for that foot. Okay. Should feel a little bit in your kind of in your shoulder, a little bit in your back, kind of under a little bit. And if you take your other arm and you resuscitate and you come over to the other foot, over to the other foot. There you go. Boom, bada bing. Perfect. You should feel that in your kind of your back a little bit, kind of shoulder blades. Should feel pretty good. Okay, bring it back up now. Or switch to the other side. Reach with just one hand. Okay. Feel it. Don't push yourself. All right. Then bring the other hand up. Over. Touch that foot if you can. All right. There you go. Boom, bada bing. Okay. Return to center. Bring this foot up. And you're going to kind of cradle it. You're pretending to hold a baby. Okay. And hold it kind of close to your chest. And you shake it a little bit. Yeah, shake that baby. You know, you don't want to usually do this to a child. But today, you know, this is your leg. It's your baby. Just kind of cradle a little bit. All right. Boom, bada bing. All right, bring that down in front of you. Bring up the secondary leg. All right. Kind of do the same thing. This is kind of stretching out some other muscles there in the back of your butts, as well as kind of loosening up your legs, right? This is good stuff. Okay. Bring the legs down in front of you.
I realized my left foot is so much stretchable than my right.
Oh, yeah, you'll figure out that you'll have one particular side of your body is a little more flexible than the other. Okay. So we're going to lay flat on our back now, right? And what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our knees and we're going to bring it up to the center of our chest, then kind of lay back like this, kind of, right? All right, once you get to there, you're going to bring it off to the right side. Just kind of pull it slowly. Apply pressure to the inside, and you should kind of feel it on this particular type of tendon right here. Oh, feels good right there, yeah. All right, bring it back to center. Okay. Now you're going to grab underneath your leg, okay? Kind of like this. And you're going to raise your leg up slowly. Just feel that starting to stretch out a little bit. Then your under portions, okay? Bring it down. Other leg time. Here we go. Woo. Ups daisies. Ah. You having fun there, Channa? You sound like you giggling. Alright. And leg down to the left side. Some stretching. This is like some yoga type shit right here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Bring it back up to center. Stretch it out. Alright.
No, doggo.
Alright, bring it down. There we go. There we go. That's some good stuff. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take one of our legs, and I want to watch very closely. Don't push yourself if it starts to feel a little bit too tense, but you're going to take it and you're going to tuck it like this, okay? Yeah, there you go. And you're going to kind of ply it down, and you're going to kind of bring yourself to center, kind of like this. Like you're kind of sitting down on it. All right, and then you're going to slowly fall back. You're going to end up having, there might be a possibility that your knee might be raising and stuff like that. Your tennis arm might not be used to it. That's fine. Just when you're kind of laying back on that joint, kind of try to pull it up to your side. Don't pressure yourself though. This one's a pretty intense stretch, so don't go too hard on it.
It doesn't hurt.
All right, good stuff, Channa. All right. Yeah, return to center.
No.
Return to center. I'll swap to the other leg now, right? Tucking our leg back. Lay back on it, yeah. You'll find that one leg is easier than the other.
This one isn't stretchy at all.
Of course, yeah, there you go. Don't push yourself too far. Remember, if it starts to feeling a little bit too tense and hurting, you want to pulse. You don't want to pull. You want to pulse. Let it relax into it. All right, back to center. All right, now we're going to scoot these over to our stummy. Let's go to our tummy. Yeah, back to our belly. Okay. Now we're going to do some seal stretching, right? We're going to pretend our fucking damn seal. Art stuff, you know? All right, so you're going to take your palms, you put them flat on the ground, and you're going to take your groin and kind of keep your back on your legs on the ground and all that stuff, and you're going to push up like you're getting into a seal position, you know? Relax it a little bit. Push up. Okay. Eventually, you might want to like bring your feet up to your head. Try to bring that slowly up. You know, should feel that a bit. It's gonna look therapy. It's okay. All right, relax it down. Okay, now we're gonna push on. You're gonna push onto your toes, and you go back into it like you're kind of creating like a pyramid. It's like a bridge.
Yes, of course. Affliction.
You want to slowly raise yourself up. Don't push too hard, okay? Then come back down again. Back into the seal. All right. This kind of stretches out your back a bit. It's good for your back. Okay. Back up the pyramid. Push that out. There you go. All right. Let's return back to center. Lay down. Woo. Who messaged me over Discord? Oh my God, somebody pinging. Okay, now we're gonna take this hand. We're gonna take the opposite foot, right? And you're gonna reach back and you're gonna try to grab your foot.
Where are you? Where are you? Got it.
Hey.
Yep. And just pull it back to you.
Half body, I swear to God.
There you go. You're gonna try to touch that foot to your butt. Bring that foot to your booty. Oh yeah. All right, now we're gonna swap to the other foot. With the other arm. And do the same thing. You can kind of feel this in your shoulder blades a bit, right? In your booty. Good stuff. All right. Perfect. Everybody come back to center. Now we're gonna get onto our knees like this, okay? Hands here. Gonna take this arm. We're gonna do the one arm first. Okay, you're gonna go up, and then you're gonna sweep under, and we're gonna cross. All right, up, sweep down and under. Stretch those muscles. Okay, there you go. Good stuff. All right, bring it up one more time, and then we're gonna switch after this. Remember, don't push yourself too much. Just kind of relax it in there. You don't want to overextend. Never want to overextend. Okay. Other arm. All right, and bring it down and in. There you go. Up again. And down and in. One last time. And over. Good stuff, okay? What we're going to do is we're going to push our stomach down, kind of while bringing our back down while we're still holding this position. This is kind of, it's like what do we call it? I think it's cat and cow, right? So push down and then sprawl out. Sprawl out. Push your back up. All right. Come back down into your tummy. Come down.
Dangerous position.
Yeah, you gotta push up. Shut up, Channa. What are you, a hoe? Don't be a hoe, Channa.
No, my husband is in the same room. What are you talking about?
Alright, we're good. Alright. Let's go ahead and stand up. We're gonna work on our ankles real quick. We'll go from that to more back stuff and arm stuff. Okay, so right foot, tippy toe on it. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of roll your leg around it, roll around that ankle. This loosens up your ankle. You want your ankles to be. The ankles are one of the most fragile portions of your body and stuff like that. If your muscles are not loosened up there and stuff, if you do a wrong step, you will hurt yourself. You do not want to do that. So. Just kind of loosen it up a bit, kind of let it relax out. Okay, switch it to your heel and roll, or like do kind of like you're pretending you're squishing a bug on your heel. Okay, bring it back up to your tippy toes, and you're gonna turn it like this, and turn it like that. Turn it back over, turn it the other way. And you should feel it on your heel. Okay, switch to the other foot. Remember, little bug. You're stepping on our buggy. Roll around that heel. Get your heel all loosened up. Okay? Down on it. You're squishing a buggy into the ground. Okay? Okay, finally bring it up. Turn it left. Okay, turn it right. Now, I would highly recommend also find somewhere to sit down for a sec and physically grabbing onto your foot, right? And just kind of roll it in your arms. Use the bottom of your hand to kind of push down on it as well as levying your toes. kind of mess with your toes a little bit. Let your toes kind of relax into it. This honestly hurts a whole bunch right now because I fucked my foot up recently. So, but regardless of not, it's still good for you stretching. Okay. All right, switch to the other foot. Remember to interact with your toesies. You want to kind of stretch out your toes too. All right. Okay. Good stuff there. Okay, let's stand up. And now this is gonna feel weird. Okay. Tip your toe with both your toes like this, kind of. Hold it for a few seconds, and then kind of slowly bring yourself down. This is working on your toe strength as well as like your balance a little bit. So up. Slowly down.
Do this so well because
Understandable. Understandable, Shanna. Don't push yourself. Remember, if anything starts to get a little bit too complicated, you can relax. It's fine. Okay. Now you're gonna take one foot and you're actually gonna roll. You're gonna apply some pressure on your toes, like on your tippy toes. You're gonna curl your toes back. Don't push too hard now. Just relax it a little bit. This will stretch out the back portion of your toes and stuff, and that's good for your fingers. Remember how like you kind of pull your fingertips back or push your fingertips forward? It's kind of the same thing for your toes. And you're gonna switch to the other side and do the same. Okay. Good. Relax. There we go. Okay. Chillax. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna get about a shoulder width apart, right? We're about to reach for the floor. Right? You're gonna slowly reach down towards the ground. If you can get your palms on the ground, cool things. If you get your palms on the ground, switch to your elbows. Take your elbows and bring it closer to your chest. Bring your chest lower to the ground. Lower and lower and lower until you're kind of at a comfortable position and kind of bounce. But if you're not able to touch the ground yet, just kind of, reach with your hands, okay? Until you get your palms on the ground. Right? Once you get your palms on the ground, switch to your elbows and kind of bring your weight down that way, okay? Turn to center. Turn back to center. All right, we're going to go up. This is kind of the same type of stretch as like we did on the ground. We're going to go up, and over. Reaching for our left foot, right? You can't say it.
I can't do that.
That's a bit intense.
Damn fucking wireless headset. Sometimes desyncing. Oh my god.
Your mic is
I know.
far away.
Alright, boom, back to normal. Yeah.
Yes.
What is called whenever I go over too far to the left, the freaking wireless headset desyncs. Alright, back over the other side. Fucking damn it. Oh god damn it, I have to take my frustrations out on these damn stretches now. Alright, bring it back to the center. Okay, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna cross. Touch the other foot. Yeah, there we go. Alright, back up. And now the other side. What are you doing? Squats over here? Squats are good for your legs. We can do that. Yeah, we'll do a slow bring down. That'll kind of help people legs out. Okay, bring your legs like shoulder width apart. Okay. And slowly bring your weight down to your knees. Slowly. More steady. Yeah, come on. Get down even slower. More relaxed. Bring your whole weight down on it. Kind of get yourself in a comfortable position. Right? Bring it back up. Boostaba. I'm just messing. Okay. Alright. What you're gonna do now is you might, if you're not comfortable with it, you can put your like hand here and your hand here as a way to kind of balance yourself out. But you're gonna slowly come down to one foot while extending the other, kind of like you're becoming Spider-Man or like a ninja, right? Whoa, you know. Should kind of feel this on your under portion of your. It's mainly going to be in the one that's kind of holding yourself down. Don't go all the way down. Remember, if you can't go all the way down, that's fine. Okay, return back to center, and then you just kind of swap to the other side a little. Don't push yourself all the way down if you can't. If you're not able to do it yet, it's fine. Okay. Step in front like this. One leg's gonna be back, one leg's gonna be forward. You can be on your knee, it's fine. And you're gonna kind of extend one leg out and kind of come down on it. Alright, and you're gonna slowly bring your weight down onto that leg, kind of like this. Don't apply too much pressure to it though. If you okay, now we're gonna swap. Other leg. Good stuff. Alright. Alright, bring back to center, kind of like on your like tippy toes, and like this. Alright, and then you're gonna take one of your legs, and you're gonna bring it out in front of you, and stretch it out like kind of like you have one leg in forward. Yeah, perfect, exactly like that. Okay. Turn back to center. Swap to your other leg. There we go. Alright, let's go back to top. Okay, hands out like this. Turn yourself like this. And that. And we're going to do like kind of a pulsating, like kind of back and forth. So we're about to go swimming, you know. Alright. Right arm first. And we're going to create little circles with it.
Oh, that stuff.
I hate them so much, dude. Okay, back the other way around. Alright, we're slowly bringing that out. Slowly bring it out. Get into a big circle. Yeah, really stretch out those shoulders. Oh, 1 sec, I got a request. It's Mark! Missed all the freaking stretching. Okay, opposite way. Oh, yeah, alright. Next arm. I bet he totally did this on purpose. He totally ditched the stretches. He was like, no, I'm not going to the stretches. Alright, the way, opposite way. You're late, Mark!
I'm sorry.
You missed all the freaking stretches, bro.
I've been
bigger.
stretching, actually.
Okay, good. That's good stuff. Oh, big overstretches. Ooh, yeah. Feel that juiciness. Feel that juiciness. Okay, bring it back to the way. Alright. Okay. Arm like this. You're going to bring this arm here up like this while this one's going to cross. You're going to pull. Okay. Hold for a few seconds. Let that relax. Switch. Oh man, my shoulders needed this. All tensed up from doing all the stupid stuff I've been doing for the last couple of days. Okay. One hand is going to go like this. Going to go behind your head. And then you're going to reach back with the other one, and you're going to grab the elbow. And you're going to pull it. Pull. There you go. Hot swap. Switch between the two. Okay. Keep the one that's at the elbow at the perfect spot. Keep it there. Bring your other arm under. Around and back. You're going to try to reach your fingertips together. Perfect.
Can't do it.
That's fine. If you work out your bicep muscles, it's going to be incredibly hard for you to do this. Alright, switch around to the other side.
Yeah.
I guess I have to less muscles then.
Alright, perfect.
I can do it.
Like that.
Ah, man.
Oh fuck! I lost it.
Reach up.
I'm not even close.
Right.
I do
Pull
a
back a
handshake
little
with
bit. Not too far back, just a little bit. You should feel. No, don't go too far back. We're not working on all that muscle. I don't want to go too hard on it. You're just kind of stretching out your arms. Alright. Alright, shake out your arms. Shake them out. You don't want to let all that blood go. Shake your legs. Shake out your legs. Yeah, loosen up. Loosen up. Feel loose, right? Okay. Time to go to our head. Here's the head. You want to work on our necks, okay? Yeah, almost. We're going to start with touch your left ear to your left shoulder. All right. Okay, bring it your right ear to your right shoulder. Okay, look right. Look left. Look up. Look down. Okay, roll that head. Roll it. Okay, one way, swap to the other way. Good, alright. Shake it left and right. Loosen that joint up a little bit. Alright, there you go. Shrug your shoulders, roll your shoulders. Feel your muscles. There you go. Alright, shaking out a little bit. Yeah. Alright. We're done with stretches. Boom, bada, bing. There you go. You might feel a little bit warm and fuzzy inside. Something that you might not experience a lot. You kind of feel this overwhelming heat, you know. It's all your muscles just screaming. Working.
Pain.
Put some energy. No, we don't want pain.
Oh no.
We don't want pain. We want more sort of like a
Power.
warming, relaxing sensation. You're like, I finally mellowed out. It's time to kind of relax. All right. Let's get into some lessons now. Okay. So we're gonna go over some concepts and stuff. These are things that I've kind of picked up over the times. I've been in VR and as well as outside of VR and stuff. I can't take credit for all this information. All of this information is stuff that I've learned over the time, and it's from other people. There's so many awesome individuals you can learn lots of information from and stuff. And again, I'm just gonna be trying to translate it and correlate it the best way I can, but in my own format. This is gonna be something that I want to use to kind of help you guys build up what you want to do. And we're going to just start with some simple ideas and concepts, like basic stuff. So I know that a lot of you guys might already know most of this stuff, and some of this stuff might seem a little bit like you're like, oh man, this is kind of beginner stuff. But honestly, working on basics and kind of getting yourself a great foundation is an incredibly powerful tool if you're going to try to build off and become a better dancer, right? If you want to try to become the best dancer you can be, then this is what you want to be doing. You want to kind of work on the basics and kind of stick to something. When you start to eventually get into your style development and trying to develop your own format and your own way of dancing, you're going to kind of want to find a fundamental or a basis you want to start with. So for instance, some people might want to go into shuffling for footwork or just shuffling in general. Some people will bounce into jump style. You got people that will do isolations and control body movement and stuff, and that's its own form of style and things. And people will sit there and they'll work on things. Now, I highly recommend, once you're done with this class, once we're kind of done with this, to go find something you enjoy, some sort of type of style and format of dancing. It could be hip-hop, whatever you want to, and work on it. If you start to branch out at the beginning, you kind of try to hop into multiple things and stuff, you're going to end up muddling it up. We don't want you to muddle. Find something you want to start with and kind of start with that as your baseline. You're going to build off of that. Think about it this way. What we're trying to do right now is we're trying to make a toolbox. We're building a toolbox. And then we'll eventually work on adding our tools to the toolbox. But you need to have some sort of box to hold your tools in to begin with. If you, for instance, take a whole bunch of different types of styles and you use that as your toolbox, what you'll end up having is a rickety old toolbox that doesn't really have all the pieces it needs to be formed correctly. We want you to kind of have a solid foundation, a solid box to start with, and then eventually once you kind of once you get to that point where you're like, I like what I'm doing right now, I want to improve, I want to start to spread out, and I want to kind of branch out to other forms and dancing, as other things and stuff, you can start to then grab some other types of moves and techniques from other types of style of dancing you could eventually add into your toolbox, and those will be your tools, okay? So today we're going to be going over two things. We're going to go over bounce, and then we're going to go over storytell/animation. Storytelling/animation is kind of just a very simplistic thing to kind of get started with students. It's a very easy type of style that allows people to kind of get ready and build themselves. Are you cracking your knuckles? What is this? Crackety, crackety, crack. Oh my God. They're like,
You're making me want to crack my knuckles.
you know what it is? They about to take it real. They're like, oh yeah, toolboxing, bro. All right, so back to what we're doing. So what we're gonna do is, again, we're gonna go over bounce, go over something called the bounce, and then we'll move into storytelling and kind of animation type things. Now, storytelling and animation is like kind of just like you taking an idea or something you want to do, and you're kind of showing it to people, like you're kind of acting out a scene in your mind. But we're not gonna get into that right now. We'll work towards that. It's a very complicated style, and it's something that a lot of people will actually sit there and perfect. It's something that they'll work on for years. And they'll, for instance, take their own types of moves, and they'll add it to their toolbox. They'll say that this is my specific type of tool I use when I'm doing it. Okay? So let's go ahead and get started with one of the simplest but most important things to work on, the bounce. Okay? Now, the bounce is real basic. All it is kind of, you're just taking your body and you're kind of dipping down and bringing it up, and you're bouncing. Boop. You know, just real simple, right? It's just a bounce. Now the thing is, this bounce that you kind of do with your body, you can apply it to so many different types of style of dancing. You'll see, like, for instance, people that do like the cha-cha stepping and stuff like that. They're adding a slow kind of divot into their bounces, right? There's a whole bunch of different types of ways to do it. So there's lots of different types of way to do bouncing. It's a form of just your hips kind of going down in pacing and rhythm to the beat of a song. So, for instance, if we take like something that's got a very simplistic beat, let's say it goes boom, 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 right? So what you're gonna do is you're just kind of bouncing in a way to a beat. So we could do, like, for instance, faster paced bouncing, right? There's slower paced bouncing. There's bouncing left and right kind of thing. But the idea of just getting that little jivvy, that bounce in your step. Even, for instance, when you're walking, boom, 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 boom. Okay? It's a bounce. It's just a simple bounce in your step, okay? And you're going to want to kind of take that bounce, and you want to keep it in pacing to whatever you're listening to. We'll get into musicality a little bit later and stuff. For right now, we're going to just kind of take something like simple, like kind of a beat. We'll follow along with the beat, right? So here in a sec, I'm going to play a beat. It's going to be kind of simple, all right? I want you to listen to the beat, and all you're going to do is you're going to bounce in correlation to the beat. Whatever you feel like to your beat. If you want to bounce left, bounce right. If you want to just kind of do this type of thing, you can. But just keep pacing with the beat, right? This is just to kind of get an understanding of the beat. This is simple practice, right? We're getting that concept and idea of what a bounce is, right? Real basic. All right, let me find something. We gotta find some song real quick. I like let's see. Wait, something a little more. No.
Jesus Christ.
Here, this one works, okay? We'll just do the first, like, 15 seconds or 30 seconds of it. Just kind of listen to it, okay? And just bounce in way.
I should definitely not have picking these kind of songs.
I don't know. then it's birthday, baby, bring it over here, bring it over here, baby, bring it over here, bring it over here, baby, bring it over here, bring it over here, bring it over here.
Oh, you hear that? You hear that? Hear how that works and stuff like that? Think about that bounce while you're doing it, okay? A little bounce. We're gonna use this song for this whole lesson, okay? Because we're gonna build off of it. But you get the idea of what type of beat it has and what type of bounce you want to do to it, okay? So now that's pretty much the bounce. We're gonna kind of move away from the bounce. Now we're gonna go into something else, okay? And I want you to kind of eventually take the bounce and add it to your movement. You're walking, so it could be simple, kind of like you're bouncing while taking some steps, right? But for right now, just remember what the bounce is. Remember, yeah, see? You got it. It's simple taking some steps forward while you're doing a little bit of a bounce. That's all it is. In a way, this is kind of like doing some level changes. We'll go over levels here in a bit. But let's move on to storytelling, okay? So this is something I want you all to kind of take in mind and really apply it to yourself. So what storytelling is pretty much taking an everyday activity or action you do. So let's say, for instance, you wake up and you're making yourself some cereal, and then you're going to go out and get in your car or something. There's a whole way you can do that interaction, the whole you acting it out. Like, for instance, you can start with you laying down, you're waking up. That's a whole bunch of movement, right? And we start, like, for instance, we take that waking up movement and we add a style to it or an idea. So all we're doing is we're taking an everyday action. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to kind of come up with something. We'll start to apply little changes and kind of work on it slowly over time. But I want you to come up with a everyday thing you do. So think about something you do every day. It could be anything you would all want. It could be whatever you want. If that's something you want to do, Mark, fine. You can do that. You fucking dingus. It could be, for instance, putting on a VR headset. It could be mowing the lawn. It could be going to a grocery store. Whatever you want to do, you're gonna think of something you do every day, right? All I want you to do is while I'm playing this music, I want you to just kind of act out that everyday interaction. Think about it for a few seconds. Think about your everyday interaction. Something you want to act out. Something you want to act. Okay. Y'all ready?
I think so. Aren't they?
I work and I drive home, sitting on the computer.
Okay.
Yeah, like driving. That was driving.
Yeah, driving.
That's writing. Oh yeah.
It could even be something that you did when you were a kid, like, for instance, going to school and learning there. It could be anything, any average movement you do. The thing about dancing is all it is it's stylized everyday movement. For instance, so we start going into like the shuffle, whatever, the boom, 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 boom. All it is a walk. You just walking, bro. You just walk. It's a different way to walk. It's a more stylized version of a walk. So what we're kind of doing is we're kind of taking.
Oh, what the fuck?
We're gonna see they got it. What we're gonna do is you're kind of taking an everyday thing, and we're just gonna stylize it a bit, and you're gonna dance that way. That's how you're gonna dance. That's how you're gonna be like, okay, for instance, I can act out me, walking over to a cereal box, grab myself some cereal, pour that cereal out, grab my bowl, munch it up, right? There's so many ways you can act that out. There's so many ways you can just take that regular scene of me walking over to a freaking drawer, opening it up, grab my some cereal, walking over, pouring my cereal, eating the cereal, and going on. So, yeah, it might sound a little weird, right? It's a little crazy.
Should literally just walk over to my kitchen and just do that right now in VR.
Yeah, you could. If that's how you want it.
Doing the dishes.
What? Are they actually doing it? What are you doing? No, get back to your play space.
Grab me ice, please.
Get back to your play space. Now do that same stuff without being over there. Okay? Same movement. Come on. It sounds ridiculous, right? It sounds ridiculous. Like the whole you're just taking an everyday thing and you're just kind of acting it out. Okay? Yeah. 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 See? Look at you. Look at yourself in the mirror. Okay.
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 Yeah.
That's a dance.
Washing that pot, bitch.
That's a simple dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hell. Hey.
God damn, Mark. Y'all are a bunch of numbnuts, you know this? These two are fucking
You're playing the
jokes.
violin. What are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. But you know clearly what his intentions are. You know exactly what he's doing. Okay? So, do you have some sort of scene? Create some sort of scene in your head. Something you want to do. Something you're gonna act out. Anything. Okay? We're gonna slowly work on it, right? We're gonna slowly build off of it, and this will kind of help you develop your own kind of ideas. I know my fucking arm's fucked. We're gonna kind of slowly build off of it, and you're gonna kind of slowly come up with your own thing. Now we're just using this one song to kind of build off of. It's got a simple beat. It kind of starts to pick it up a bit, but don't really worry about the words for right now or anything like that. Just work on the beat for the time being. We can start working on, like, for instance, getting into expressing vocals and doing a mixture between beat and vocals and musicality later down the line. But for right now, we're kind of just starting with a simple, here's your everyday action, something you want to act out, and you're going to act it out while kind of having a little bit of a bounce to your step or whatever else and stuff, okay? Y'all ready to go? Okay.
I guess.
If you would like to, you can get closer to the mirror. If you'd rather not, you can just not pay attention to the mirror. Honestly, I think sometimes people pay a little bit too much attention to the mirror, and they kind of teach themselves based off of the mirror. And it's honestly sometimes it's not a good habit; it's a bad habit, right? So if you want to, you can face away from the mirror and just kind of do your own thing. But like I said, I want you to be comfortable. This is all about you being comfortable while doing this. Okay. Y'all ready? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Listen to the music and act out what you want to do. Okay, here we go. Oh, snap. You guys aren't ready? Better be ready. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let me see you guys moving. God, it's 32. Yeah, act out what you want to do. Act out your scene. Start applying yourself to it. See? I can see you working on a typewriter over there. You look like you're washing some dishes. Okay? You look like you're about to eat some noodles. You're making yourself some noodles. You look like you're at the strip club. Oh my god. You look like you're chopping up some, like, salad or whatever, right? Okay. I don't know what you're doing. I honestly don't. Okay. Alright, everybody. Now we're going to add to it. We're going to add a bit to it, okay? So you have the scene, this idea, this way to act out, what type of character, or what it's called, what type of scene you want to do. Now we're going to take that scene, the scene that you're working on, right? And we're going to apply a character or an emotion to it. Okay? So let's say, for instance, we can do what Cup was doing, washing the dishes, right? You're washing the dishes, okay? So let's say, you're just washing the dishes, right? You're washing your dishes at yourself. Now imagine you're really angry. Imagine you're pissed off. Maybe you're at work and you're washing the dishes at work or something like that. You're just angry while washing the dishes. There's a whole different type of action there. Yeah, you're scrubbing harder. You're more aggressive with it and stuff like that. So that's some sort of form of character. And what I want you to do is kind of choose some sort of character you want to be. For instance, you can choose to be a very, like, grumpy, old, rackety man. Ugh, I really don't want to be doing the dishes, but I'm doing it. Or you can apply, for instance, a more cheerful, happy person. You're like, yeah, I love scrubbing my dishes, right? There's tons of ways you can act out a scene or an action that you do every day, but with some sort of form of characteristic or character to it. Hi, Panda. God, you're too big for this world. Look at you, you're a freaking giant. So you're gonna take your scene, your little scene that you've guys created, whatever you're doing, whatever type of thing, and I want you to add a character to it. Be emotional with it. Express the type of character you're wanting to be. Really, seriously, get into the motion. Do your action while being the character. Okay? We'll start to build off of that a bit. Okay? Everybody got a character in their head? Something they want to pretend to be while doing it? Hi, Panda. You late? Bloop.
Hello. Yeah, I'm late. I was sleepy.
Okay.
After work.
Alright, you guys ready? Okay. Here we go. Listen to the music. Act out your scene. Pretend to be your character. Let the music flow through you. Okay? And we'll start working on it from there. We'll start branching out a bit. Don't so worry about the characters much, or the music as much. Worry about your character. Apply it to the song. Yeah, they look really happy. They look happy too. Oh, he's punching shit. He's angry, dude. Oh, look at this. Good stuff, Mark. Yeah. Good stuff, everybody. Okay. Yeah. Feeling it. Good stuff, guys. Alright, Mark. Oh, you proposing? He's proposing! Look at this shit! Easy dying over here. They got the dishes going. Look at this. You guys are all moving, interacting. That is exactly what we want to see. Okay? You really are feeling it. You guys are all feeling the beat. Alright. Let's pause it up for a sec. Good stuff, everybody. Good stuff. All right. Now we're gonna talk about moving. We're gonna do with level changing and movement. Okay. A lot of you guys might have kind of noticed that your scene might kind of be stuck in one place. And for instance, a lot of people while they're in VR, you might kind of feel like you're a little bit enclosed. You might be kind of stuck in a box or whatever and stuff. I fully understand. You got your play space and stuff. But remember, if you can take a step to your right, and take a step to your left, and take a step forward, and take a step back, you have enough space that you can move around more than just staying still. Okay? So the whole idea is we're gonna now take your little scene, this character you've gotten, and we're gonna apply some movement to it. Start moving around a bit in the scene. Let's say you're scrubbing your dishes, right? Scrubbing. So you can just feel like moving around. We'll eventually get into the next class. We'll end up working on hand movements and stuff like that, foot correlation and kind of separation of body. But for right now, kind of just going on a baseline, just kind of here's our scene, here's our character. Let's add a little bit more emotion to it. Let's add some movement to it, right? Okay. So that's one thing, right? There's movement. Okay. Now levels. All right. Now what a level is, a change in level, is just pretty much going from point A to point B. Let's say we have our level 0. Okay, our starter position. Right? Then we got our -1. You're just a little bit crouched down. And then eventually -2 is like flat on the floor or whatever and stuff like that. But the idea about you get the idea of what a level change is. It's a change in height, in positioning of either your head or your body. Whatever, higher, lower, kind of just apply where you're at and stuff. Now, level change doesn't have to be going down. It can also be going up. So, for instance, don't be afraid to hop up for a sec or something like that. A level change can be a just change in level. You gotta leave Easy. All right, take care, Easy. It was fun. Always, bro. Always. So we're now gonna change. We've got our level change in level. I want you to take that and apply it. Oh my God, that boy! You see him over there? He waving in the freaking glasses. He over here like, hey, see y'all. Take care. Oh my God. So you're gonna take your scene. Your scene you made. You know, you've got your washing your dishes. You look like you're kind of doing the lawn. You're proposing, whatever else you're freaking doing, your natural day thing, right? You've got your character. It could be happy. It could be sad. It could be aggressive. It could be a barking dog. Whatever character you want to be. Now we're gonna add a change of level and direction. You know, so okay. So I want you to kind of take your scene, your character, keep it as your core. And don't be afraid to change levels and move spatially. Okay? Don't be afraid to make some moves. So listen to the music, and we're gonna go over it again. Okay? Starting to feel a little bit repetitive, but you're gonna get that idea. I've got my scene, I've got my character, and you're starting to build up a moveset. You're creating your own little tools. You're coming up with your own little thing to shove into your box, right? Okay. So let's move forward. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Bring it over here. Bring it over here. Baby, bring it over here. Bring it over here. Bring it over here.
Looky. See? Moving around. Got a little bit dip in there. There you go. Hop to? Perfect. Hi, Mark. Yeah, Mark? What you doing? Interesting. Okay. Mark, don't be afraid to take some steps around. Don't be too stagnant now. Doing a little bit of step to your left and to your right while you're washing your dishes. There you go. Don't be afraid to change levels though. Sometimes you might have to go down to reach for the dish soap, right? Sometimes you might need to reach up for something else. Yeah, see? A little dip like that and boom, bada bing. You got a new move. Something new. Chad, what you feeling? Chad, you look tired. Love you, Tanner. Oh my God. I like how you're just kind of chilling over here, man. There you go. You went down a bit, right? They hopped. You're grabbing this. You're grabbing this now. You got your movement. You got your idea. You moving all over the place. Good stuff. Oh, they throwing stuff into the trash. Oof. See, there's plenty of level changes there. Changing, throwing things away, everything. The interaction. It's goofy, but it's starting to clean it up. Okay. Alright, everybody. See? A dip in there. He's like running to the store. Oh, he's going. Holy shit. Holy fuck, Mark. Oh, he fell down. Good stuff, Mark. Alright. Alright, everybody. That was good. This is good. What do you think? What do you think of that, Panda? You see him fucking run on his feet? I love that shit. That's so good.
I think it was awesome from everyone.
Yeah,
It was really pretty
great.
sick. I love it. I love it to see that. So talented.
That's so good. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the camera over here again. So look. You're dancing. Who would have guessed? Okay. So we've kind of just sat there and we went over a concept, right? Storytelling. You kind of came up with your own scene, your own little scene, whatever you wanted to act out. You chose a character to go along with it, and you learned how to move from position to position while still being able to change levels, right? These are all basic concepts. Even you guys grasped that bounce, that little hop in your step, and you applied it. You got the bounce. You got yourself your act. You're acting. You got your character you want to act with. You're able to change your levels. You were able to change your positioning. You grasped all of it. Okay? So now what you're gonna do, and we're gonna start branching out even more. You've only chosen one scene. You've only chosen one character. But the thing is that there's millions, bajillions of characters and scenes you can act out that you've done every day. And you can apply that to any song you listen to. Any song you listen to whatsoever. You can choose a character, an act, a scene, whatever you want to do. You can even start to combo scenes together. For instance, you could be washing the dishes 1 second, changing your scene and becoming, I don't know, you're going out to grocery shopping. Don't be afraid to start branching out. So what I want you to do now is I want you to take the scene and your idea and something you're already doing, right? You've already got your actions, and you're going to start to branch out a bit more, okay? I want you to take a different scene, right? We're gonna take something new, some sort of new act you're going to want to do, right? So, for instance, you're washing the dishes, right? So what else could you do? What's something you can do to move from the dishwashing to something else? Like, what could you change to? It could even be teleportation. It doesn't have to be you walking in your household. It could be like, I'm washing my dishes one time, and then, boom, holy shit, I'm in the middle of New York City. It could be anything. Anything you want, right? Okay, so we're gonna change scenes. Mark, it looked like you were going all over the place. It looked great. You went from proposing, you were doing on a proposal, stuff like that. Maybe you were at a fancy dinner for whatever, stuff like that. Maybe you were working on some roof tiling or whatever and stuff like that. And eventually you were like, I'm running, bro. He said, I'm out. He said, I'm out. Mark, you grabbed that like a freak. You grabbed it by the horns and you ran with it. And you freaking went, okay? So you were already developing your own little style of storytelling, your own form of like kind of moving things. I don't even get over here. This boy, they grasped at like they were grabbing onto bull horns for dear life, and they were running. That bull was gone. He's already left the train.
Careful with your neck.
You were adding hops into it. You were doing some level changing. You weren't afraid to move from left to right. You were doing some new motions and stuff like that. You were all over the place. I think what you need is just to refine your own little skill and come up with your own little style to kind of balance it out, right? So you're kind of building it up. So we're gonna do this one more time, and then I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of mellow out, and we're gonna do a little talk and see what everybody thinks about this, right? All right. So again, you have your scene. You got your original scene. You've got your original scene. Okay. What's something you want? What's the other scene you want to add on to it? What's the other thing you might want to branch out to?
Drinking milk.
Okay. Some drinking milk. Okay. No, that's something like that's more complicated than you think it is, right? You could be like walking over to the refrigerator, opening it up, grabbing some milk, drinking the milk straight out of the thing. You could be pouring it into a cup and drinking it that way. There's so many ways you can act it out, and there's so many characters you can do while doing that. You'd be so pissed. You're like, what freaking milk? God. Yeah. It could be any way you want to do that drinking that milk, right? So, okay, yeah, you're drinking your milk and you're doing your little dishwashing stuff like that. Mark, what? I don't even know what you're doing. You seem like you're on a different plane of existence half the time. Okay.
Just doing my job, you know, acting out
okay,
life.
he's doing his job. He's acting out life. What's going on over here? What were you doing?
I'm searching my wall.
You're searching your... Wait, what?
Nice dance.
my wall.
Okay.
Don't run into it.
Oh.
Run away. I'm searching for her. Where is she?
The whole time they're like,
Nice dance.
shit. Oh,
Ah, that's a nice move.
where's the wall, bro?
Where's the one?
Hey, it works. That's something, right?
Where I am.
That's something you can act out.
That's something. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean.
There's so many ways you can
that's like
stylize it.
thing, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's like miming.
Judging the
Like
one.
miming in a way. Like you're doing some miming. Okay, so again, think of something new, a different scene that you're not originally doing beforehand. And we're gonna change it up a bit. We're gonna do
Yes.
one more go.
Freestyle.
Yeah, that's pretty much what this is. You're freestyling. You're doing something random. You're storytelling while doing it. So we're gonna play the song one more time. Yeah, that looks like you're at a mine. Like you're mining with a pickaxe or something. That's a move. All right.
Yeah, well,
You've been playing
where's the
too much
diamond, huh?
Minecraft.
Did you find the diamond? Did you find the diamonds?
Exactly.
Wood chopping, but mining is fine as well.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Like,
Playing Fortnite? Oh no.
oh,
Oh no.
You know, that's the French guy in the corner again. We're playing Fortnite.
Oh my god, it is a French boy over there. Alright, so one last time, for good old sakes. Choose a scene. Choose a couple scenes, right? Choose your character. You can choose a different character, whatever. You can mix it up a little bit. Alright? Remember to keep your transitions from one side of the room to the other side of the room. Don't be afraid to move up and down. Don't be afraid to change levels, okay? And remember your bounce, okay? So let's do this one more time. Okay, one more time. Here we go. You guys ready? One last time for good old time's sake. Give it your all this time. I want to see what you guys got. And we're gonna start over here. You going on a walk? Ooh. Yeah. Mining. Looking around. Yeah. Okay. Hi, how's it going? Oh, you're about to do your vows. They vow. That is on it. He's walking down the road. Yeah. Drinking your milk. Good stuff. Look, you guys are feeling it. That's what I'm talking about, everybody. Good stuff. Looks like freaking Chana's washing like a window or something here. Good stuff, guys. And y'all tell me you don't dance? Y'all dance. Y'all popping off right now. They got this coal miner thing down. They praising the Lord. Yeah? Ooh, drinking that milk? Alright, we're gonna follow throughout this whole song, everybody. Come on, you guys got this. Don't be afraid to change scenes, though. Don't get too consistent. It's good to be consistent, but it's sometimes nice to change it up. Oh, you good? You hurt yourself?
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Mark, what are you pushing a shopping cart with it? You pushing a shopping cart with it? Yeah, he's getting some groceries. Okay. Good stuff. They fed up with it. They fed up with it. They moving. Yeah, they're done with the washing the dishes. They're done with the milk. They're done with everything. Good stuff. Perfect. Level changes and everything. You got your flow, movement. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, Mark. See, they look like they're washing the dishes too. They're like, I can't get the stain off this freaking window. Disgusting. You're driving a car. Ooh, a little bit of change in your level there too. Ooh. Guys, good stuff. What, are you doing karate now? He really can't get that stain out. He's beating the shit out of that window. And over here doing some tutting. Are they moving around? Oh, reaching up. Good stuff, everybody. Yeah. Going fishing? He's fishing, bro.
Let me be your fish. Let me be your fish.
He got the fish. He got the fish. Oh my gosh, guys. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're talking about, everybody. Y'all having a good time, right? This is the main thing about dancing and stuff like that. It's all about having fun. All about having fun. Good stuff. Alright.
That was fucking sick.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and set it up real quick. Alright, everybody. Man, good stuff. So, what y'all did is storytelling, right? You chose a scene, you chose something to be, you chose to act it out, and while listening to the music, you added your little balance, your step to it and stuff like that. You chose your own character, you chose your own moves, right? You added stuff to it. If we want to talk about our little toolbox and our tools, for instance, our toolbox is storytelling, okay? The tools that we use there were the movements and the scenes that you kind of made up. There you got their secret technique of milk drinking. You got your, I don't know what the heck that running thing was, but bro, you were going for a sick. You got us fishing. You over here, you're mining in the thing, and all of these were just actions that you do everyday actions, and all you've done is stylized it. You all danced, okay? To say that you aren't dancers is a disrespect to yourselves, because you all did. You all went out of your way. You kind of popped off. You did your own thing. So now what we're going to kind of do, this is what we're going to do for homework, right? This is like stuff you can work on to kind of improve on things and stuff, is while you're listening to your own music, think of scenes. Think of a scene you can act out. Anything you do. Anything. Yeah, anything, right? You know? Grocery shopping.
Studying to my exams.
Choose a character. Yeah, it could be studying. Reading a freaking book. Or, fuck, I'm done with this book. Out of the way. You know, there's so many ways you can act out. There's so many ways you can come up with new characters, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of listen to your own music, your own thing you want to do. All right, your own music. I want you to kind of come up with your own scenes, your own characters, your own moves to go along with it.
Shower time.
Level changes and positioning and stuff like that, your own little transitions and thing. I want you to kind of create a little routine for that song. Okay. And the next time we come in here, I want to see you guys acting out a scene while dancing to the music you love. Choose a song you very much enjoy and stuff, and just work on it, right? You'll kind of notice if you ever like watch yourself back at all, you'll notice moves that don't look as clean as others, and you can work on developing that move and stuff, and kind of building off of it. The next class we're going to be doing, we're going to work on footwork. We're going to work on some foot stuff, things to do with moving with your legs and different types of stepping motions and stuff. Again, it's going to be more conceptual. It's not going to be, hey, here's a move, follow my movement. It's going to be, here's a concept. Take this and apply it to yourself and kind of build off of it. On top of the foot stuff, we'll also talk about some terms for different types of moving to kind of do with like tutting or isolation, something that I particularly enjoy, and you can kind of apply that in other ways and kind of other ways to kind of stylize and act out a scene, right? So right now, that's pretty much the end of the class. I've given you some small homework and stuff. It's very simplistic things, but every single person that's in this room right now has danced. In some sort of way, you guys have done your own little act. You might be at the beginning point, it might be at the starter point, and there's tons of ways to work and improve. There's more and more, tons and tons of terminology, and there's so many ways to kind of listen to a song and apply different types of movements. You could, for instance, while listening to one song, you could vocalize on the vocals. You could vocalize on the backdrop of the beat. You can try to do a mixture between the two. There's so many ways you can dance to a single song. You don't have to dance to the same song the same way. You can act out a different scene, a different character, and do different types of moves to any song. Even if it's the same song, you repeat it over and over and over again, you can dance to it so many different ways. And the whole thing is we're kind of taking whatever you want to, your own mind. Your own mind is coming up with these ideas. And all you're doing is you're acting them out to a song. And you're doing whatever you want. And that is freestyle. That is doing some storytelling stuff, right? And that's what we want you should kind of do, okay? So, does everybody understand? How do y'all feel about this? How do you guys feel about this so far? Like, is there anything that seems a little confusing? Okay, we're kind of hunkering down now. We're relaxing. Y'all get some water. You can take some break and stuff like
I have
that.
a question.
Go for it, Panda. Send it.
What is storytelling?
What are you talking about? Storytelling?
You sorry, Panda.
Storytelling is coming up with an act, a scene. You're acting out a character. You're pretending to be something, right? It could be, for instance, maybe you're Little Red Riding Hood. You're pretending to be Little Red Riding Hood. And you're acting out that scene of you going into a place. You're telling a story with your body to a song, right? That's what storytelling is. Shut your mouth. I know you know
Imagine your
Boyle.
music. Affliction, don't be so.
I'll beat that boy up. I know Panda knows.
I'm gonna be you.
The French guy, I'm gonna beat you, and you give up at the first one. Trust me.
All right.
Like French always.
So how do you guys feel? Did you enjoy it? In the end, all I want to do is have
I'm
some.
Mark.
You are Mark.
Hey, Mark, I'm Dad.
We just all want to have fun with it and stuff, right?
Love it.
Ooh.
I was surprisingly more comfortable than I thought I would.
Yeah,
I was
it's
like, oh my god. And
you kind of slowly grasp onto the idea, right? It's a concept. None of it is like, hey, follow my moves, right? I didn't teach you anything. All you guys did is act out your own moves, and you kind of came up with your own little style. You developed your own thing the whole way, the whole entire time. That was all you guys. All I did was come to tell you, like, here's this idea, this is a concept, and you guys applied it to yourselves, and you danced. When the video goes up, you guys can watch back. I did, like, what it was called, focalize on you guys whenever you guys were dancing. You can see how you guys were moving. And you can work, for instance, if you want to say, okay, man, I really liked my move that I did there. You could use that as your move. That could be your secret technique or whatever, and you could apply that too.
Under your head.
And that's all dancing is, right?
that's a secret technique.